Welcome back, shifty sorcerers and shape-shifting kings. Here we are with some more Dragonsphere. The sorcerer is defeated, and now some different type of treachery is afoot. Let's take the black sphere here. In fact, we're going to take lots of shit. As you expected, the solid black sphere has no magical aura at all. It's just a smooth black sphere. You attempt to take the strange map, but quickly deduce that this action would be a waste of your valuable time and energy. This is clearly a representation of the circle of spheres. Now, of course, it is useless since the sphere is destroyed. The bundle rustles faintly as you remove it from the chest. It feels magical, but the magic has a different taste from the kind you're used to. You lift the crystal from the chest with only little difficulty. After an experimental half, you decide it's light enough to carry and stow in your pack. There's a small map hanging on the wall. From here it looks like a dance step diagram. You can see some text underneath. Various scrolls that decorate the walls all have weird arcane representations of spheres and numbers and concentric circles and some strange orbits. This is clearly blah blah blah. Now that's strange. This particular scroll has a message beneath the strange drawings. It says 737 BB, comma 347. What could it mean? The low bookshelf contains about a dozen thick volumes. You can't even read the script on the spines, much less tell what they're about. They might have some value to a scholar, but not you. You've heard of those devices, though you've never seen one before. It's a machine for gazing at the stars. If it wasn't so bulky, you'd consider bringing it to the Caliph of the Sophis as a gift. This is the place that Sanwei spent a good part of the last 20 years, in a suspended sleep awaiting the decay of the shielding spell. It looks extremely uncomfortable. The arcane dragon sculpture above the door is intricately carved and highly detailed, or perhaps it's not a sculpture. You'd rather not find out. The chest is empty now, you thieving bastard. Just as you're about to leave, you spy an interesting item in the room. It might be worth investigating. The globe and its whirling spheres is somehow responsible for keeping the sorcerer in your world. With the destruction, the sorcerer has vanished. How can I take that? Is the map nothing more than a series of dotted lines? The full inscription reads, "In the air, the path is there. The opposite is fire." You fold the map and quickly tuck it away. The tower now echoes with a strange eerie feeling of emptiness. Having done what you came to do, you'll make your way quickly to the exit. All the vines still blocking the path to the left. No, thank you. As you can see, our costume is permanently changed. We're no longer the king. We're our real shape-shifting self. talk to Shaq.
May I pass here?
We know you now, hero. Not only are you the deliverer, but you're not even the evil king. Pass on and claim your reward, if you can.
Oh, I can. But I should probably say first. Holy shit, alright. This is pretty much showing you the path here. If you write it out the opposite way. Best thing to do is just draw this diagram out and then turn the piece of paper. Don't slip. That's a long fall. Some kind of belt. Let's take it. It's a belt of frost giant strength. Solid and finely wrought, and should be quite heavy. Instead, it feels as light as a bit of goose down. Gingerly, you clasp it about your waist. An odd feeling of happiness comes over you. You feel like a pimp. Uh-oh, not good.
Well, hello there. Is this belt the prize I was supposed to win?
Yes, and well done. You are indeed the hero the prophecy spoke of.
What prophecies did I fulfill?
It's a long story. In our dim history, it is said that the shark couldn't fly.
Couldn't fly? But you're birds.
Birdmen, young Shaker, birdmen. It's true we were landbound, just as you are. Then a god came down from the heavens and smiled on the shark and granted us the gift of flight.
He gave you wings?
No one knows, for it happened long ago. But the stories say that at first the shark wore belts like this one that allowed them to fall without harm.
Is that what this belt does?
Yes, this belt has been preserved for generations. The god, when he left us, said that it should be given to a hero who would deliver the shark from bondage. You are that hero.
Thanks for your gift, although you made it pretty hard to get.
That was to make sure you were worthy. Now, follow me, hero, and learn the power of the belt.
Oh, hell no. It's a belt of feather falling.
So, you defeated the sorcerer, I see.
How can I help Lanni?
Well now, this is hard to explain, young hero. Let me ask you first, do you know what you are?
Well, bad mamma jamma.
What do you mean?
You are a shape changer, lad. Why else would you be picked to masquerade as the king? You may not remember what happened, but it's clear you were enchanted for the deception, and no enchantment is powerful enough to give one man another's looks and memories, unless that other is a shape changer.
It's true that I don't remember who I am, but I can't change shapes. How can I be a shape changer?
You've forgotten how, son, and you're missing your focus, your ring. You must travel to Slaven Nebatan to regain it, but that's not important now. What matters is that as a shape changer, you do have the power to save Lanni.
How is that possible? What must I do?
All shape changers have the power to heal, for healing is nothing more than the power to shape a body back to its original form. The secret is your Adlan, your healing focus.
I haven't got that. Must I go to Slaven before I can save her?
Oh, but you do, my boy. That doll you carry, the one that looks like you, that is your Adlan. With it, you can heal Lanni.
Gloves in your eyes, you concentrate on health and brightness, but there is almost no spark of life for you hold on to, no eternal energy for healing. She is too weak for your weak-ass powers to be effective.
It's not working. She's too weak. She must first be strengthened with magic and with love. Only
I'll give her some love. Giggity, giggity.
What do you mean, magic and love?
Giggity, giggity.
You need a magical way to strengthen her spirit. That will help.
She needs
You
some
also need to
sex
speak
magic.
to her. Whisper words of love to her. Give her an interest in living. Remember, originality counts.
Seized by the sudden whim, you discover that the feather's tough quill points can pierce the soft bone with little difficulty. When you're done, you've created something vaguely approximating a shamanistic magic item that witches call a spirit bundle. The Vortex Stone glows with pent-up power, but your invocation has no effect. Apparently, the Spirit Bundle is not capable of receiving and storing the magic of the stone. Now the bundle hums with power! Alright, so we have a new bundle. It's fantastic. You hear a hissing whisper of faint voices. Before your eyes, the bundle disintegrates into fine powder, which swirls away in the tiny air currents of the cave. It's hard to be sure, but you'd swear that the color has come back to Lanni's face. You give her little muffin a kissy kiss. I'm gonna talk to her. There's a slight flicker in her eyelid as though somewhere within the shattered body the mind sleeps, but she cannot answer you. Despite that, you keep talking, hoping that something you say may stir her spirit. Thou art a rose, but no. You have to basically deduce this puzzle slash riddle from the poems you read in the beginning of the game. Your words start out as a recitation and change into something more, something from the heart. You'd swear now there's a faint smile at the corners of Lanni's chest. Closing your eyes, you concentrate on health and righteous. You feel as though you're in a canoe rushing headlong downstream. Then Lanni groans, and you sense internal movement. Bones reuniting, torn flesh mending, blood finding its way back into the body. Health and vigor flowed through them both, like a jolt of potent wine.
Oh. What happened? I'm alive. Thank cow. And who are you, my man, to look at me that way?
Be thankful, young maiden. This is the man who saved your life in exchange for your saving his.
I did not. I saved the king's life and fell from the mountain. I remember that much.
That was me. I mean, I am the king. That is, I was.
It's a good thing you weren't so tongue-tied when you spoke your love poem, young man, or she'd never have woken up.
I remember I was in a dark place, floating. I heard a voice very far away, speaking beautiful words of poetry. It brought me near. Then I felt a terrible pain, and then I woke up. That was you?
That voice belonged to this young hero right here. He's a shape changer, and they have the power to heal if they're willing to suffer a little pain themselves. He saved your life with his words and with his powers.
Then I owe you a great debt of thanks. But what of the king? Is he here?
Let me try to explain. That man you met, the one you thought was the king, that was me. I wasn't trying to lie to you. I was under a spell that gave me the looks and memories of the king. It was my life you saved. The sorcerer broke the spell, but I still remember everything. Especially you.
You mean that king wasn't the king? It was you? In Sorcel? So that means you're not married to the queen.
No, I'm not married to anyone. As far as I know.
That's interesting. How a person's perceptions can change from one minute to the next, that is. It must have been frightening for you. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How can a shape changer take the form and thoughts of another? My father always said that was a myth, a wives' tale. Shape changers can't change themselves to look like other people.
Your father was right, but not completely. A shape-changer by himself cannot do those things, but with magical help he can. I must confess something to you both. I am their Tom, the court wizard to the Kallax, and I was forced by the Queen Mother into casting the spell that gave this boy the king's looks and memories.
You're the wizard? Why did you lie to me? Why did you do that to me?
I was afraid for my life, young Slayton. The king had refused his mother's plan to substitute a changer to die at the sorcerer's hand, but she went ahead anyway, acting while the king slept. After doing the deed, I fled the castle to try to decide what to do. I came here to wait for you, wondering if I should expose the plan or let it go forward.
You risked my life against the sorcerer. Why didn't you tell me?
My loyalty is to the king, you know. I didn't want you to abandon your quest and leave him to face the sorcerer, but I didn't want you to die either. I cast a scrying spell to see the future and saw that you had a chance if you were clever and brave, so I let you go ahead.
Well, thanks a lot. I could have been killed.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Santa.
Oh, don't be such a pooh. It
Bitch,
all
call me
worked
a
out,
pooh.
didn't it? You defeated the sorcerer and saved my life.
Well, I suppose so. So now what? Do I go to the castle and claim my reward? The king's daughter's hand in marriage?
Oh no, young changer. There's heroism yet to be done. The Queen Mother has no intention of rewarding you and waking the king. She had hoped you would be killed, and I think she planned to leave the king asleep beneath the castle forever. She's probably killed the queen or put her in the dungeon already. Since you're alive, people will be asking where the king has gone. She'll tell them you killed him and took his looks. Soon the countryside will be hunting you. Once you're dead, she'll put her other son on the throne as a puppet and rule the kingdom herself.
You must flee, Shape Changer. Leave the kingdom. You're in terrible danger. Perhaps I and my father can work to restore the king to the throne.
No, this fight is mine as much as yours. I know the king very well, and I know his mother and his wife and how he felt about them. I must help rescue him if I can.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, young hero. There is little I can do for you now other than give you advice. The king is hidden in the catacombs beneath the castle. His soul lies elsewhere, hidden in the plane of the spirits. Seek out the leaders of the other kingdoms of the land. They will help you on your quest.
The catacombs? Oh, I overheard something that could be very important. When the beast of darkness and I landed at the base of the mountain, I was terribly hurt, but still partly conscious. Two shacks flew down and stood over our bodies for a while. One of them said, "The beast is dead." The other said, "There is another in the catacombs of Grand Callahan." The first said, "If only she'd known their secret name." And he said a word so horrible I almost passed out to hear it. Here, I'll write it down for you. If you meet the beast, say this name.
Upon the parchment is written a name, the very sight of which is enough to strike horror into your heart.
Thank you. I've got a lot to do. I'll go now.
Oh, and there is one last thing I must give to you. Come here.
Boom shakalaka!
Goodbye, Lanni. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
I won't. You've got our lucky charm after all. As soon as I can, I'll go to my duchy and muster troops to aid you. We'll move on the castle as soon as possible.
And goodbye to you, did a terrible thing, but you've made up for it. I hope for your sake that I can save the king.
Good luck, young man. I have faith in you.
Alright, after that dialogue, let's go ahead and save the game. Let's do a quick check score. 148, alright, so we're about 102 points away from maximum.
Hold, varlet. You're the one I was warned to watch for.
Uh-oh.
So you've come back, as the Queen Mother said you would. I have to arrest you. You're a wanted criminal, you know.
Why arrest me? I've done only good for Grand Galahad.
My sources say you're a shape changer, and you helped the sorcerer kill the king so that you could take his place. What good is there in that, fiend? I'm arresting you in the name of the Queen Mother.
It's true that I'm a shape changer, but...
You admit it, filth. You'll pay dearly for your crimes.
But I certainly didn't kill the king.
Oh, no? Then where is he? He went off on a quest to slay the sorcerer, and no one has heard from him since. Eh? Speak up if you know something, knave.
That's my mission now, to find him and save him.
So you say. What reason have I to trust this story?
Don't you see? Your lord, the Queen Mother, is evil.
Fine words from one accused of killing the king. But there have been some strange goings-on lately. I don't know.
You know I'm telling the truth. Trust your instincts.
Yes, I think you are. But how can I be sure your heart is pure? You could... No, I'll say nothing.
Is there something I could give you to let me go?
The only thing in the world I truly want you cannot give me. Or can you?
Closing your eyes, you concentrate on health and rightness. The great scar suddenly wiggles on its own accord. Then the tough dead flesh begins to melt away back into the body, with the jagged edges of the wound knit together perfectly.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes, yes, I can feel that you've done it. The scar is gone. How does it look, foolish? Am I normal?
Of course. You're lovely. Have you got a mirror?
No, no, I don't want to look. Not yet. Tell me first, why did you do it?
Why did I do it? What difference does it make?
It makes a difference. I must know why. It's important. Speak quickly. Why did you do this thing for me?
To prove that shape changers can be good.
Aye, and that was the test I set for thee. You've shown that your heart is not as black as the Queen Mother would have me believe. I trust you, Changer. I will do what I can to help you, but I must be very careful. I cannot let you into the castle. They would know that I had helped you, and a new captain would take my place. But listen, you can enter the catacombs through the well if you can find a way to climb down safely. Go with Cal.
I understand. Leave everything to me. And thank you.
Thank you. There is one more thing I require of you.
What's that?
Put it back.
I beg your pardon?
You have the power to remove the scar. Now put it back.
Why would you want that?
It is how I've always been, a part of me, practically since birth. It is not right not to have it. It is not me. I asked you to heal me, to test your kindness and abilities, not because I hate the way I look. I wear that scar now as a badge of honor and pride. It is mine. Give it back to me.
Okay, but I don't know if you really believe your own words. Are you sure you want me to do this?
You see far more than I would wish, Changer. Do as I ask. Quickly. It's my
Okay. I wouldn't have this kind of courage.
Perhaps. It is not so much courage as truth.
I shall make you ugly as hell again.
Thanks for your help. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No. Leave me in peace and prove the truth of your stories by producing the king unharmed.
Can I count on your help after I rescue the king?
If the king himself gives me a command, and I am convinced he is no shifter, I will obey it, even if the Queen Mother commands contrariwise. That is all I can promise.
Well, good enough. She should be on our side after we rescue the king. For now, let's head back to Soptus Ecliptus. And we'll see you next video, folks, at the Caliph's tent. Thanks for watching. Dragonsphere.